Welcome back to Highly Animated. You're here with your boy Twan, your boy Chino. This is episode 3. Here to get into WandaVision. I hope you all seen it. If you didn't, spoiler alert. That's the alert. Turn the fuck around now.
Please.
Turn around.
Because it's WandaVision. That shit lit.
You know, so that's what we here for today, man. How you doing, Chino, before we get into that?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing high. I can't wait to get into this content. This is the shit I wake up, talk about. Like, if I'm going to speak, I'm talk about this.
Facts, man. I definitely share that view and opinion with you as well. Like, this shit is mad interesting. And like I said, every day I almost find some Marvel-related content that I want to discuss and speak on. So,
yeah, I see Marvel everywhere. Like, remember that website you showed me? The ink one? You know? They Hydra sign. I just like, everywhere I'm looking, I'm just like, there's this references everywhere. And I love that. I love that. I miss when movies made you look at the world, or when TV makes you look at your world, you know, that you live in, and see these things are like across the board. And Marvel is content at building a universe is just so, to me, it's just so superb to know, like, it's like watching a universe that has yet to skip a beat. And I am more than enjoying myself.
yeah.
Even when my theories don't come out or pan out the way, the ones that do, oh, god damn, trust me, I'm trying to put an application in to work for them. And the ones that don't, I don't be mad and lost. I just be like, damn, out of all the ways, y'all took this route. And it worked, and it's entertaining, and I'm always wanting to see the next shit.
Yeah. So, basically, if you've been tuning in with us, but before I get into that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Highly Animated channel. Tune into the podcast where all podcasts are available at. And on YouTube is where you'll find this. And we already reviewed episodes 1 through 6.
Yes.
So now, 1 through 5, I believe. No, we did 1 through 6. 1 through 6. And the plan was to do 7 through 8. But now that we know there's a 10th
possible 10th episode, yeah.
No, facts now, because Marvel, they posted it on their social media page. So right now we'll cover episode 7, give our review on that, and just give our predictions on what we think episode 8 will be.
All right, you want to go in on predictions?
Nah, for first, let's review episode 7.
All right.
You know, what? Going into episode 7, like, were any of your predictions right? Like, after you watched episode 6, because we predicted what episode 7 would be.
Episode 7. I wouldn't say like.
Oh, I mistakenly spoke as well.
What?
Because 7 and 8 is out. Episode 7 and 8.
Yes.
So we reviewed episode 1 through 6 already. So now it's time to review 7 and 8. Okay.
So episode 7, I wouldn't say like it hit any predictions on the mark, like, but it was supporting other theories. Like, with the big battle, I started to see, like, now that they're showcasing Monica's power, my theory of the big battle is that Monica's gonna fight, you know. And I was like, because, you know, they showing her power. I'm more focused on, like, the introduction of characters, and where they're coming in the story, for my theories, you know, so we can get, just as a broader advance, a broader expansion on what the universe could be, you know, because I'm seeing, like, now they gave us Agatha, they gave us Monica, Rambo. And we got Wiccan, we got, what's the little boy name?
Speed.
Got him. You know, all these new characters. I'm looking at it like, man, they really expanding and building. So now my theories is more towards, like, how big are they trying to get this? Because it's clear from episode 7 they want to add more people, and that's what I'm getting. So I as far as the story goes, in episode 7, nothing. I haven't seen anything that pushed me towards like a new theory, a new strong theory, or away from the theory that I got right now? What about you for episode 7?
I mean, for episode 7, it was really wasn't too much to soak in with episode. Well, it was a lot. It was a lot, but like as far as my review of it, like I said, we got to see like pretty much Agatha's, how do you say it? How the fuck do you say it? Just, you got to see the after effects of Wanda expanding the hex, and then that, like I said, we got to see you got to see Monica powers finally for the first time. I'm still not sold on that's the first time her having the powers. I'm not sold on that as well still, but we got to see that for the first time, that was pretty cool. And we got to see that it was, like I said, Agatha all along,
Okay, yeah.
It was
so
Agatha the whole
ending,
time manipulating Wanda's situation, everything that she's doing, and it more so proved everyone to that theory that, okay, now we know for sure Agatha, at first we all thought she might have helped her or taught her these things, but now we know that she didn't know her at all. She didn't any of that. So that was pretty cool. And like, yeah, episode 7 really didn't have answers. It just gave you way more questions, but a dope ass episode still.
Yeah, the ending of episode 7 was like, I didn't mention, but yeah, it does confirm like the theory that I had that Agatha had some, that Agnes was Agatha. I'm pretty sure we all knew that, and that she had more of an involvement than what she was letting on.
Yeah,
and in episode 7, I saw that all the things that she was saying, the role that she was trying to portray was all an act. Being confused and not knowing what's going on was all just an act. She knew exactly what was going on. So I'm like, damn, that's really good how you played that. And by Agnes being a witch and putting more of a perspective on Wanda, I think that was even great. Even
that was
better.
episode 8 when she did that. Put the
Oh
perspective on Wanda for us.
Yeah.
Episode 7 was more like I said when Monica came back in from the thing, and then that's why I kind of knew like always though, like because Wanda is pretty fucking strong, and I kind of always felt like right now, like I said, Doctor Strange to me, and Monica, yes, they all are strong, but I'm like, nah, this can't be it, because at this moment she'll body them. Someone had to. I'm like, nah, somebody gonna come in who of her stature or more, because now Wanda is displaying a level of ability we've never seen her display, and like she creating the whole world, and that's why I was like, nah, Doctor Strange, he need the time stone, he ain't got that no more, so now he half of what he was.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
But all right, so the only reason why I don't disagree with that is that look at Agnes. Look at the control she was able to have over Wanda with her knowledge of the arcane arts. Wanda was powerless inside of her area
because of the rooms she had placed.
He got that knowledge.
Yeah,
he has all that. So that's why I'm just like,
I don't think so.
If it was because she was a mutant, right? Just to say basically solely because she was a mutant and her powers are based on magic restrictions, then yeah. But it is. She is the Scarlet Witch is what they building her up to be.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, so that means you can do spells and on top of what your abilities are already makes you dangerous. But if you had learned these arcane arts too, you'd be 10 times more. If she had the knowledge that Doctor Strange has, then yes, I would believe she could wipe the floor with him then. But that's not who she is now. Right now, she just a troubled girl, with powers, versus a person who's trained in this field. Like
they're using two different magics.
All right,
two different magics, bro.
it's just chaos magic, and it's the same magic that Doctor Strange used.
He don't use chaos magic.
He does. He does. He uses the same thing, and it's an education in it. It's a knowledge in it. And think about what Agnes was capable of against Wanda. You know, she got her kids by the neck. You know, her power is spontaneous creation. Agnes knows how dangerous Wanda is, but she ain't there yet.
She's there.
I mean, if she think about it, if she was there now, this would not be happening. Like Agnes wouldn't have been able to get her kids away from her, or let alone her into a position where she was powerless. Agnes had to walk her through her trauma with her power. You know, she has control over the dome. Yes, she does, and Agnes is very curious about that. But at the end of the day, Agnes knows, like, yeah, right now you powerless. I mean, against the right motherfucker, you that shit. But think about it, I'm knowledgeable in what you are as a being and what you could be capable of. She's just not there yet, right? That's why she's trying to figure out how the hell you do all this. She like, you know, a little bit of spoiler.
And that's why I say she's there. She's because without her having any knowledge of any of these things, look what feat was she able to do, you know? And the reason why I say no, Doctor Strange magic come from all these different entities. He borrows magic. He's not using chaos magic. You know what I'm saying? He's borrowing magic from different people. You know what I'm saying? They get to choose how much energy they give to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Doctor Strange. That's where his ability come from. You know what I'm saying? Now, her, on the other hand, especially in the MCU, you know what I'm saying? Like, as of now, what she is now, yeah, he has tricks on her because he knows more about magic. But like I said, when it comes to it, when it's a fight, yeah, that only gonna get him so far. And even with Agnes, you know, like, yeah, she was able to control Wanda, you know, because of the rooms, you know. But based on, like I said, based on episode 8 and where we get left off on, like, if Scarlet Witch is such a legendary mythical thing, just Agnes knows she's not powerful than her. You know, the what she's hoping is to outsmart her. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hoping. But we know, based on what we've seen and even what she said, if they have a full out brawl, most likely Wanda's gonna win. If she's the myth, the thing that's not supposed to be possible.
No, it's not that Wanda ain't supposed to be possible. It's like, all right,
that's what she said.
When you get to episode 8, Agnes is upset and agitated that Wanda has this power and she's been using it for miscellaneous things, like for self-therapy, pretty much.
But she said that out her own mouth that
she dangerous.
No, she said that she's a myth. She said what you are is not supposed to be possible. She says that out her mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, she knows the level of power, you know, that Wanda holds.
Using it to make breakfast. You're supposed to be a myth, a being.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You have no idea how dangerous you are. You're supposed to be a myth, a being capable of spontaneous creation. Here you are, using it to make breakfast for dinner.
Let go of my children.
Oh, yes, your children. Vision, this whole little life you've made. This is chaos magic, Wanda. And that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
What I get from that, you know, there's a point in episode 7 where, you know, they do the fake TV show ad about snack on your magic, right?
Yeah.
And they clearly explain that Vision is a walk-in form of chaos magic, right? And when just speculation, she went specifically after the boys because they of Wanda, right? And not only of Wanda's DNA, but the chaos magic as well. So in retrospect, they're living, walking embodiments of chaos magic. And as far as plot goes, I mean, yeah, they by the end of episode 8, they hit us with like a plot twist, but I'm still stuck on like, damn, she just, you know, ran off with the kids, you know. So where's she taking them?
But she didn't run off. They still in front of each other.
I mean,
that was the end of the episode. They didn't go nowhere.
I mean,
they finna fight it. They definitely finna fight it out. You know what I'm saying? They definitely finna fight it out. That's all I see. The next episode gonna have to pick up from that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
what about your predictions for after seeing episode 7 and episode 8? You know, how you feel about episode 8, and what does that do for your predictions?
Episode 8, I really liked it because, like I said, it gave Marvel some room to backtrack some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to see that Wanda had like they've been saying that it's in the Wakanda Files, this book, but a lot of people weren't able to purchase that. So to see that Wanda had her powers from the beginning, you know what I'm saying, and the stone enhanced her pretty much, you know what I'm saying. So that was pretty cool to see because that, you know, like I said, it gives them set up for more mutants and more people and all that. And basically my prediction for episode 9 now is like, now like I said, with the real Vision's body coming back into play, I feel like she is going to fucking lose it when she sees it, and to have to kill him for the second time with her hands, you know, because they're sending him after him. To me, that I feel like that is what's gonna break her, honestly. Again, having to do that again, you know. And like I said, I do not think the kids are going anywhere. I still stand on that theory. I don't believe that that's the one part of the comics. I think they will change. They won't follow that version of that comic as far as the kids being part of his soul and not being real, you know, because I feel like that's why they changed it. Oh, you're the Scarlet Witch, being a mythical being, you know, able to create spontaneous creations and all that shit like that. So I'm like, okay, the kids aren't going anywhere. I'm still pretty much sold on that, and I just think episode 9 will be a nice fight between Wanda and Agnes for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, Monica will step in, I believe, because the Vision body will show up, the white Vision, and then that'll be a situation where it'll be Wanda, Monica, and the fake Vision or real Vision from the Hex.
All right,
to fight the white thing.
So I know the little bit I know about the comics. I know that the white Vision is real in the comic
version of
the
white
Vision.
Yeah.
And for my theory on that is that version is prominently going to be here a lot longer than the one that Wanda created, because I feel like if we finna get a battle, because at first I thought it was gonna be Wanda versus Monica, but then Agnes, now she got her powers in there. I'm like, oh, okay, so now that's a combatant right there. So is it gonna be Agnes versus Monica? You know, because right now I'm looking at Monica being a new character. Somebody's fighting Monica too, right? Or she's fighting somebody in the show. Now that I see the white Vision, my theory is that, you know, white Vision coming in from Hayward, if he don't disband from Hayward automatically or follow orders, he's gonna be the thing or the threat that Vision and Wanda feel they got to go fight to protect their home. It's gonna be him. And it seems like it's beyond the point of the situation with the kids. That's my thing. I feel like it's beyond the point of the situation with the kids. If now that the white Vision has showed up, because where we left off with Wanda's version of Vision, he was coming home. He's leaving to get to her, and so by episode 8, he still ain't there yet. Agnes got the kids in the chokehold. Monica is yet to be back on screen. Because last we saw her was during the end credit, and she was caught by Agnes's version of Pietro.
Yeah, but right, that's what I'm saying. All this they could be fighting right now. Pietro and Monica could be having a little spat, and then Vision could fly in on Agnes choking the boys, and then they do what they gotta do, and then what's her name? Monica beats Pietro or whatever happens to Pietro. Then she comes to inform Wanda that, hey, this is all for Vision's body. Hayward wants Vision's body, and then Wanda will be like, he has his body. What are you talking about? Like, I don't have his body, because now Vision knows it's not real, so she probably won't have a problem saying the real. And then boom, as they in the middle of the street talking about this shit, you know what I'm saying, the white Vision shows the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when either, like I said, this where I believe either the kids they're going to get away safely. Like, one of them going to take the kids away and Wanda and Vision going to fight Vision. Or Vision going to take the kids and Wanda and Monica going to fight the fake Vision, And I believe this is just like a side plot story. I don't think this is the main fight still. I think I still stand on the Mephisto shit. He's coming. And somehow, some way, Agnes, like, she gonna take this time to recoup or whatever she gotta do. But I do feel like Mephisto will come into play by either the end of the episode or episode 10.
I feel since seeing this and getting a little bit more of an understanding on Wanda's powers, the multiverse being cracked and Spider-Man being essential in a version of that, Doctor Strange being essential in his own version of that, and Wanda being the key piece to it leading to that. I do know in our MCU that we don't have any Infinity Stones, right? They all been destroyed by Thanos.
Yep, they all destroyed.
And I do remember that if we go to a time before Thanos destroyed the Infinity Stones, the Grandmaster specifically told Hulk that without the Time Stone, they would have a version of the world or reality as they know it in chaos, right?
Yeah.
So now, if the Time Stone has also been destroyed, even though in the comics it never really is to get destroyed, but so far right now,
in the MCU,
it has been destroyed. That means that chaos reality exists now, right? Because now we don't have the Time Stone, because it's a fact. Without the Time Stone, our reality is going to branch off into a chaotic one. And Hulk said, well, we can always put the Time Stone back.
No, you're thinking about it. That was in what the Sorcerer Supreme was saying in that time. She was talking about their time, the timeline she was in, not our timeline.
No, but I'm saying but that fact will remain through all the timelines.
No.
If you don't have the Time Stone in your timeline, No,
that's not what they established though. Because the problem was, like she said, if you take it out of the timeline, then that means everything that was supposed to happen now will not happen. Because creating an alternate universe, or alternate whatever she said, it would create chaos, whatever. But in their timeline, the Time Stone stayed and it lived out its purpose. It wasn't taken out of its reality. It never left the reality.
All right, but now it's out of it. So it's
not.
So you saying that the MCU only told us that for time travel purposes, not for I'm saying all the Infinity Stones are gone right now.
In our time, yes.
Yeah, right now in our time they are gone.
In the MCU current time period, yes, it's gone.
So the negative effects of them missing, it's going to be the result of that. My end game idea for Wanda, since she can spontaneous create, is that somehow, some way, maybe her end game is, if not to recreate one of the Infinity Stones, if not all of them. But I feel like to do something like that, it would require, I don't know, maybe a lot of power, maybe a lot of chaos magic, maybe a lot of everything, or even her own lifespan, like Tony had to do, in order to save them all.
That would make her, why it's a cool idea, but why I don't see that and why I don't think they should do that is because that would make her too OP. You can now make Infinity Stones. Like, that would make her too OP. I feel like it should be more, like we said, if the multiverses are crashing together and combining, that's a better way to bring the Infinity Stones back versus, Wanda could create them.
I mean, I'm saying that's like down the line, because like she created a whole vision, and
but it's not a real vision though.
I mean, but it's there. So it's like, is it though? Is it? And that's why another theory is that they'll use, once they defeat the White Vision, they'll somehow use his body to be able to put this vision she made in it, like fuse him and something,
put them together. But he will not have the Infinity Stone anymore though,
because like in the comic version, apparently Vision didn't have any memories, but I don't think they're gonna do that in the MCU version, because they made Vision sound very complex mentally before the Mind Stone. If you take that out, he's artificial intelligence. He's an artificial intelligent combination of Jarvis and Ultron, and the Mind Stone, which maybe if you take out whatever the Mind Stone was contributing to the machine or to what Vision was itself, you still got that AI intelligent combination of Ultron and Jarvis. So I mean, I believe like the machine is gonna have some type of memory capabilities and know about Wanda. Now I don't know what that's gonna do to Wanda. I don't know, because when she saw the body the first time, I thought she was gonna tear his ass apart. I mean, I thought she was gonna snap then, but she didn't. So to see a real working version of him, I don't think she'll snap. I think she'll be confused, and I think the version that she built, I think that will probably start to shatter and fall apart, because now she got the real thing here that's working. I think she's gonna try to do whatever she can to.
I think that's why I say I think she gonna fuse the two, because what was Vision as far as like his personality and shit, they wiped out of there, but y'all fixed the fucking body.
Yeah,
it's probably less vibranium in there, motherfucker, now, but y'all fixed the body, so I do think, since basically she can create anything minus a few things, she gon' bet we killed it, put them together. Now you got your body back, but he won't, like I said, he won't have a Infinity Stone anymore. You know what I'm saying? He'll be that version of Vision now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I ultimately think is going to happen with that body, because I was like, damn, okay, y'all found the way to bring White Vision in, because in the comics they fucking combined him with some person, and then they combined him with the body again, and it was some whole complex bullshit that's not possible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, okay, y'all made it a better way to make sense out of White Vision. So that's where I see that going.
Oh, and also, like, I like the idea of them building Vision, because all of this is ultimately like tech and schematics that would be on the level of Tony Stark, pretty much. And so now with Hayward and his team being able to, our Sword being able to build a complex machine like Vision, I realize like Armor Wars. Now I kind of see what Rhodey finna be up against, or the type of story plots he gonna be up against, when Armor Wars release, it's going through people who actually can build the things that Tony could build, or worse, you know, like and him or them actually having. Like the type of story plots he gonna be coming up against with, like people getting a hold of Tony's personal schematics, personal ideas, personal advanced technologies, and building it and putting it out there in the world.
And also, because you know he got suits, like he got stash places and shit.
Yeah,
in case he ever, so people gonna be finding those, and
because that's one of Tony's like.
Yeah, and Riri
his
coming.
arc is always about the weapons that he make hurting people, and him trying to stop that. Him keeping his weapons, the very things he built, from hurting people. So now that he gone, and people are still doing that, I can kind of see why Armor Wars will be based on really trying to do that. And now I'm just more intrigued with what characters the MCU is going to be bringing in.
That's where I feel like, yes, but I feel like you forgetting how smart Tony was. And remember, the one thing in the comics that Reed Richards said was, what makes Tony smarter than him is because Tony gonna think about an issue in 100 different ways. He not gonna think about the one or two, 3 ways. He gonna think about it in every way he can possibly think about it. So in the MCU, that's what he has shown us. If a problem approaches itself, even since the first Avengers, now that he had okay, so we not the only ones out there, and them motherfuckers mean business. From that moment on, he thinking and he building on how to save the earth, how to protect it, this, that, and the third. That's what he's doing in every movie. Yeah, some shit, consequences come from certain shit when you try to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes unintended consequences come from that, but. And when you fast forward to Endgame, one thing about, like we said, Tony think about issue in every way. So he knew there was a chance that he might die, So he set up things in advance. So if he did die, you know what I'm saying, this is what. So Tony know before he died, I got this going on. I got this over there. But then if I die, that's going to lead this. That's going to lead this, So I'm pretty sure he made preparations for that. And also, like we said, the Riri thing.
Yeah, that's why
you know what I'm saying? That's his other, like how Spider-Man was his contingency plan. Well, Riri will be his second contingency plan.
The reason why I don't ever believe that Spider-Man was going to be Tony's like real big contingency plan is because since Sony he don't push the Marvel narrative. I'd be like, can't see him being Tony's protege anymore, or being the guy that step in his shoes, because none of your movies push the Marvel universe narratively. Like your movies are standalone through Sony.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't ruin Spider-Man like that anyway.
I'm not saying ruin. I ain't saying ruin anything.
No,
but
that making him be, like I said, it's okay for him to be influenced by Tony, but for him to be put in his shoes would be ruining the character of Spider-Man. That's not that doesn't fit his mold, So he's his contingency plan as far as like when it comes to protecting, the Lord, New York, But like I said, Riri is his, like he like out there. Like I said, he found her somehow, like in the comic, and Rhodey, when so and so hit the fan, hey, go get her, or whatever they gonna do.
Like my downline theory is that in Armor Wars, we're gonna get the introduction to Riri Williams. Obviously, I think it's down.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
And I think my prediction is that in somewhere throughout the show, obviously the whole point is coming up against people that's using Tony's tag for bullshit. But I think at some point, we've always seen Tony pick up these chips and these named discs or computer AIs he has for every suit or when he wants to use them, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point it's gonna lead to Riri finding a chip with Tony's name on it.
See, I don't think, but see, that's why I don't think that I don't know. She's going to get Tony because in the comics, she get him as an AI, but because and that's what I'm saying. He always knew of her in the comics, you know. So when he died, before he died, you know, he downloaded his consciousness, and then he got it all sent to her, you know. So that's why I say in Endgame, I'm more than 100% certain he downloaded his consciousness. He put all his contingency plans in place. Yeah. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And that's like Kevin Feige said. Like, we not done seeing the things Tony set play out in the MCU. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because got a long way to go. And
Iron Man 3
prepared for his death for sure. He prepared for that.
Smart guys cover their asses, like, you know. So I'm just like, damn. So you knew you was getting yourself in a situation where you might not make it out, even though because he kept hinting at it. Can we do this?
Yeah.
You know, where I don't die. Like, you know, he just kept hinting at that. I'm like, damn.
Try not to die while I'm doing this. But I think he always knew it was going to be him.
Yeah.
In the end to save it.
Yeah. I mean, I always knew it was going to be him. You know, just because all these characters are unique for specific reasons. Because the way that they are structured to be, after you've seen the movie, you start seeing the patterns. Tony is always near death, and as much as he does when he in those situations, because of his narcissistic ways, the people don't want to view him as a hero because who he is as a person.
I mean,
versus
who not viewing Tony Stark as a hero though?
I mean, he claims to be a hero, but the message to Tony in all his movies is like claiming to be a hero ain't the same thing as actually being a hero. He has his people through his art that repeatedly confront him on his idealisms of being a hero. You know, you got Cap that I mean, I'm not saying like the way Cap view things is right.
Your point is valid, but I think your point should be reversed. I think it was Tony who was always arguing against the status quo or what a hero is. I don't think it was other people doing that. It was him who wasn't behaving like the typical hero people say. And just like when Cap was questioning, is he a hero? And Cap, would you through the wire? Some shit he said to him. Remember that line? He was like, nah, just cut the fucking wire. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that's why your point to me is valid, but I feel like it should be reversed. It was him who was always arguing the difference of the status quo of what a superhero should be and how they should act. You know
I mean, like, look, okay, so like, look at what if Tony at a time when Tony built something for the government, you know, it meant something to him because he believed he's being a hero by doing some good, right? But then the moment he was told, the very shit that makes you feel like a hero, make you see well at night, is actually hurting innocent people.
I don't think he thought he was a hero when he was creating. Before he was Iron Man, I do not think he thought of himself as a hero. He was just a person who ran a business, who made a business, who was a playboy and doing all that goofy shit. That's just what he was. I don't think he was a hero before that, and I don't think he viewed himself as a hero before that. He didn't notice after
any
situation he changed. He was a completely different person after.
Anytime he says, I'm not a hero, he's saying it sarcastically, you know, because that's also his characteristic, to be sarcastic. Like, he likes getting compliments and attention. He be fishing for it. So they joke about him like that. Like, come on, man. Like, we know you do everything great. We know you got all the money, you know, fish for compliments. Like, but that's just who he is. That's his character. I like that about him. But not like, I just feel like at some point, you know, off camera, off screen, Tony, again, like you said, has some type of backup plan. And I feel like in Armor Wars, like, we gonna get Riri brought in, if not like in the beginning, in the middle of the season, and then it's always gonna be leading to like bringing up that the AI version of Tony.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be like how it ends.
I am believing like if they don't revive him through the Armor Wars, it's gonna be like in a movie event. But they're gonna have all the setup for it in the Armor Wars.
They have to. There's no way to do Riri without Tony. You have to. He was her AI, and it's only right that when she put on that fucking helmet, we hear that voice.
A part of me also feels like it's gonna be a suit. Like it, I feel like the story. If we gonna get a lot of the Rhodey character, right? I feel like it's gonna be because the first main part of our focus is gonna be the fact that there's other suits popping up, and it's, some of it's coming from Tony's personal stash, and Rhodey knows about it, and he gotta be on it, right? And then I feel like it's gonna be an extra suit popping up out of nowhere.
And see, I don't think this is why I want to say this before Armor Wars come out. I don't think the suits that pop up will be suits Tony made.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there will be either just pieces from unfinished suits, so not all the way up to par or not even 50% of what Tony could do, but they using some of his pieces. They got some of his specs, and that like that. So they trying them, and some of them are good. Some of them are better at it than others, and without, that's what I believe. I don't think no one will actually have a fully made Tony suit, because we already know it's designed to, it's a DNA fingerprint, all that shit. So
because it's an organization that they got a few secret organizations that's official in the MCU right now. AIM is one.
AIM.
I'm pretty sure they officially are dismantled on like Hydra. Like they don't ever have to worry about Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, Hydra, no. But
All right, so
they can come back though, because they always really around in Marvel Comics. So
the 10 Rings, right?
But we can't really say it because we gotta watch the movie
they
first.
They are in Ant-Man.
Who?
The 10 Rings.
What I have to go? I don't remember them saying 10 rings in there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to the video about it. I know those two are in there. It's another one. I think. But I know those two are apparently like the up front. The other two secret organizations in there, and I know AIM has been trying to do Tony type shit, and they also got their hand and other biological shit, So I with that, and I know AIM's supposed to be making another appearance in the Black Widow movie. In the commercial, in one of their trailers, they briefly show the AIM logo above the blonde girl. I can't think of her name, man. The girl that's supposed to be replacing not Scarlet Witch, but Black Widow. They she's on a table bed, and they got the AIM logo above her head for a while.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but
it's a trailer. I'll show you the trailer if you ain't seen it. We got two trailers out.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck Black Widow. But yeah, I definitely see the guy from AIM coming back into play, because, like I said, this has something to do with Tony, and perfect person to work on the suits. It has to be Riri. There's no one left of Tony intellect outside of Riri who can move the Iron Man mantle to the next phase, and even help Rhodey with his shit, help Peter with his shit, So
you motherfuckers know you heard it here first. I think Shang-Chi will be about the 10 rings, and I think that because in Iron Man 3, we know that the dude that was supposed to have been the Mandarin, he blew up, he died, right? In Iron Man 3.
No, but they explained he was just using the mantle. They know Mandarin, but he was just using.
Yeah, but the science dude, he died in Iron Man 3, right? And he was did he own AIM, or was he owned AIM, right?
Oh yeah, so AIM is dead,
right?
As far as him
though, so I feel like the Shang-Chi's movie is going to be some way working the Mandarin into actually leading the AIM organization. Because if it still exists in the Black Widow movie, then it's going to, I believe it should still exist now, because AIM was always secretly doing shit, but the world trusted AIM. You know?
I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't think Shang-Chi will have anything to do with AIM in any shape, form, or fashion. I really don't. You know, I think they gonna more so tell that story of Shang-Chi and his father.
Just those two.
I'm saying just, you know, how he grew up and all the shit, because you know his dad is the nigga he fighting.
I mean, I just
Or Mandarin.
another traditional story, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, so WandaVision. Can't wait to fucking see episode 9 and fucking 10.
Yeah, and these are gonna be the last two, and it's still things that we haven't seen yet, and man, I really want to see. Now, did they say that? Is it like? I'm so excited for this MCU fight. You know, and what episode is gonna be? Like, is it gonna be the episode before the last episode?
We don't know. I'm pretty sure the last episode is gonna have fighting, because that cliffhanger is what's gonna be most important, though.
We have two, because we got three standoffs. We got three standoffs. Technically,
Currently,
so when we get back to the episode, we are left with a few points. We left with Wanda and Faye Pietro, Agnes. I mean, not Wanda. I keep saying fucking Wanda first. Monica and the fake
Wanda
Pietro. Yeah. We left with them being alone.
Yeah.
We left with Agnes and Wanda and the twins being alone. We left with Vision on his way home, and we left with Hayward and Sword activating the White Vision, right?
And Agnes is outnumbered like a motherfucker right now. For one,
To
Wanda,
be technical, yeah.
chaos magic.
Monica,
Wiccan has
full-time magic.
No, I'm saying leave Monica to Pietro. They fine. I'm saying Wiccan has a form of her abilities as well. You know what I'm saying? Speed, fast. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, the camera stopped recording.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, the motherfucking camera died on us, man. My fault, my fault. That's right. We gotta make sure your motherfucking batteries is charged. You know, good thing we got backup.
Good thing
this
we got
motherfucker.
backups.
And because we smoking weed, I forgot what the fuck we was talking about.
All right, so
Where
look,
exactly we was at.
now I got an expectation question.
Okay.
Do you think with only the last two episodes and a suspected MCU battle with who knows who,
Yes.
do you think we're actually going to see Agnes summon Nightmare or Mephisto?
Nightmare, no. I wouldn't say summon, but I just don't know how Mephisto coming into play. But yes, I believe in either at the end of 9 or in the post-credit scene, we see Mephisto. If not, at the end of episode 10 or in the mid to end of episode 10.
Cause see,
9 or 10, he coming.
cause think cause again, like I'm saying, I'm thinking the character count that's being introduced. The twins is 2 characters.
Yes.
Monica is another
Yes.
character. White Vision is another character.
Yes.
Agnes is another character.
Yes.
And Mephisto will be another character.
Yes.
You know, and then Doctor Strange will be. I mean,
that's not an introduction.
He's
though.
he's not an
It's
introduction character, but he is a.
You can't count him on this list, bro.
I mean, but he's
Can't count. He can't count. Not on this one, bro. You said character introductions. He is not an introduction. We know who that nigga is. Scar hands and all.
We know who Doctor Strange is.
What he do.
Yes, and
you know
what
his
he's capable
story.
of,
All
what
that
he's done.
already. He not a new
But-
character.
As a new character on the show right now.
No, you can't do that because the show is just part of the universe. So, and now with them having all the Fox mutants back, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and with the success of Endgame and Infinity War, they said like now everything will feel like a movie, because like it's gonna be, this is a world, these people know each other, they're interacting with each other. So no matter what you see, when we get Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we're gonna get hella introductions in that. Like that's just how everything has to be now. You can't have all this separatism and then come together at the end. Like that's why DC fucking suck, But
I can't wait
we'll see that a lot.
And with the last 2 episodes left, I really can't wait to find out who this missing person was Jimmy Woo was after.
Yeah. And we're going to keep it. We might get 3-4 more introductions to new characters before this shit over. Like, I don't see.
I really thought that I was going to see Reed Richard or somebody smart pop up, but it was just another soldier. It was a grunt.
I was mad. But that's why I say, like, ain't no telling what's left to be shown. And, like I said, we could still get a couple more people. And at the end, the conclusion, whether the hex expands or it breaks the multiverse, like we might see people, they might show us what it looked like for the people who getting affected, like coming to our verse, our multi, whatever, like I'm saying, it's so much shit there's no way they cannot make a show or a movie and not put 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in it now. You know what I'm saying? So, and that only does justice for the fans. Like that's more shit for us. Like
there's more content.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so
I can't wait till they get to the point to where every day something new dropping.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah. And what's crazy about this is, if I'm not mistaken, because there's 2 more episodes, unless they dropping them motherfuckers the same day, it's like WandaVision will pretty much come right back, like, because Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out when again?
I actually don't know.
Okay, we got one more WandaVision. Yeah, it comes out March 19th. So really, there will be no break.
Oh no,
there will be no break between WandaVision and the Falcon. So Wanda last episode will be March 12th, and then that next weekend, that next Friday, Falcon and the Winter Soldier debuts.
True.
That's lit. We had 2 years, no Marvel. I don't want to have a break.
Man,
I don't want to break.
So much of me is just like, man,
I don't want to break.
I'm probably finna have to really, really. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I don't want to break.
I want to binge.
Yeah, I hate that we can't binge. I hate that. Like I hate that. I love it, but then I hate it. Because you give me more time to dissect the episode and to see things I haven't seen before. I keep watching it, but at the same time, I do at some moments because of the pandemic. We all been in the house. At some moments, I do wish, like, damn, like, just give me all the 10 episodes right now. Like, I'll keep watching all 10. I promise.
I gotta find myself. It makes me want to stay so busy that when the time flies and they start announcing the movie, I got all week to just binge the TV shows and catch up.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy. No breaks. And then what? We got supposedly Black Widow May, and then Loki June, so, and I don't know the rest of the dates for the year, but I'm happy. I don't want no fucking breaks. No. Keep feeding us. We had 2 years, no breaks. We hungry.
Look, if I got one complaint.
No Marvel, sorry, no Marvel.
I'm losing interest in Black Widow.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, before we got,
I'm going to be honest.
I am on that boat with you, Chino. I am, as the time, like I said, if it doesn't come out this May as it's scheduled, I don't want to see it anymore. Like, you just tell me what happened, and I'm fine with that.
If y'all feel the movie is going to underperform, just drop it. Just release it.
Yeah.
Tell people to pay a little extra on Disney Plus.
Yeah. And most people will pay that $40, but at this point, it's losing interest. I don't know if in June I'll pay the $40.
Because some people paid that $30, that $29.99 for Mulan,
thinking
it was gonna be shit.
Yeah, or I really just bought it just so you could know I will buy a movie off of here.
Hey,
because I wanted them to know that we will buy Black Widow. If it's Marvel, we gonna buy it. So if y'all needed a test run, okay, come on. But you fooled us.
Yeah.
They
fooled
fooled
us with that Mulan shit.
You know what I'm saying? So
can you give us Black Widow? If
Yeah.
you're not gonna give it to us for the free because it's bad, charge us because it's bad, so you get some money back.
I know it's not bad.
I
think it's just more so what they put into it and what it. You don't want the stain to be because that's all people gonna look at is what it made. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna dissect. Like the fans, of course, is, but the industry gonna be you know. And I understand that aspect, but at the same time, they have to put things in perspective. Like it's kind of not your fault, and like it is what it is. So you should drop it in the theaters and drop it online. Do both. I mean, on the app. Yeah. Do both. You know, because everyone is affected by this, no matter what. Like this, we gonna feel the effect of this for at least another year. So ain't no point in making your movie suffer and like
stop sitting on that shit.
Yeah, because the fans are losing interest. Because now we getting further and further away from Infinity War. Like,
y'all could be releasing this movie and then having fans talk to y'all or emailing y'all or reaching out to y'all about making a Red Room show. Yeah. Taskmaster show.
Taskmaster. Because his character dope as fuck.
Yeah,
and
I like Taskmaster.
I'm really interested to see what happened with him, man. Like I said, I hope they don't kill him off. But at this point, like I said, if it don't come out in May, listen, just tell me if Taskmaster alive still. Where am I gonna see him next? Because I don't after May, I don't want to see this no more. Like we got other shit coming. Like come on, man, Loki coming. I don't want to see this.
What if Taskmaster is a scroll?
I don't see that because he wouldn't have the abilities then.
What abilities?
Taskmaster abilities. That's to see shit and be able to do it.
I mean, yeah, they say he got photographic memory. I'm just throwing out there this crazy theory. What if he's actually the first person that's really a scroll?
I wouldn't like that. Let Taskmaster be the fucking Taskmaster. Let somebody else be a fucking scroll, man. I want to see that, but just whatever. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, no.
As long as you give me something, I don't even give a fuck.
I just want to see like Widow, man. I'm trying to see her fight. I'm trying to see other people fight, like, cause obviously she ain't finna be the only bad bitch in there fighting. So
and also they supposed to be setting up like the Thunderbolts and all that shit in that movie. So I want to see them get set up. I want to see the Red Hulk get made. Like I said, I want to see the shit that's coming further down the line. Cause the longer y'all don't put this shit out, the longer the shit that this movie sets up, Black Widow, that shit won't come. Yeah. You know, like I said, Marvel content, y'all created a whole fucking world. Like,
and the time Black Widow movie takes place is right after Civil War, but right before Infinity War.
Yes.
So like she like way in the like her movie takes place way back in time.
Yeah, and they still sitting on it. Like
they still sitting on it. I'm like, come on, what is so important in between what happened in Civil War and right before Infinity War? Because
it's a lot. I mean, even if she was on the run, you know, so that's interesting to see what motherfuckers was doing on the run, and then what was the CIA, FBI, and the government doing in response to these superhero people on the run. You know, like this nigga finna do something, finna happen to Ross, and he finna turn into Red Hulk. Like that's what I'm saying. Like something happened. Like it's interesting. It's a lot to see, but like you said, that's between Civil War and Infinity War.
I also think that
beyond it,
they probably holding on it. Maybe for some right issues. Maybe I speculated a thought for a second. Like, you know, what if in her movie that's when they gonna officially say shit about mutants?
Who movie?
Black Widows. Because, you know, in most of the scenes we see her in the lab, and they supposed to be at some facility out in the cold. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, that could be the movie where they actually officially be able to say mutants, because then it explain why. Like, it's not gonna explain shit, but then you go through Infinity War.
That could be the first time you hear the word.
Hear the word, you know. And then now in the future, when all these new episodes, when if we don't hear it in Falcon and Winter Soldier, or in Loki, we've heard it in Black Widow's movie, and then the next time we see a movie or anything else come out, they're gonna start using it more regularly.
Or what if, like you said, they said in Black Widow, but then the next time we hear it is in
an episode. You know,
damn. Actually, because now Falcon and the Winter Soldier's coming out now. But I'm saying,
yeah,
I can see it being said in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But like
Yeah.
you said, if it's not, then we hear it in Black Widow. But then the next time we hear it is in Doctor Strange.
yeah,
And then we'll at least know, like, oh shit, at least we know before Infinity War, y'all was starting to say, call these motherfuckers mutants.
Yeah, y'all was
having
addressing
more
them.
of an idea of what was going on.
and then it would
that's
make
also
sense
what
with the
Wakanda Files.
yeah,
book.
yeah. I was just gonna say that it would make sense to fall in line with that one too.
Yeah, so like I say, I hope so. You know, we know that they coming. You know, I hope they actually adopt the word mutant and call them that. You know, so
Yeah, I mean that'd be nice because at the end of the day, is if you, it's a lot of things you can do with that, you know, because it's still like Spider-Man had interactions with the Avengers, he had interactions with the X-Men, and now that
Logan.
What
it, and that's what I'm so interested to see what they choose to do with Logan. Are you going to make him the one who knew Cap, you know, or are you going to erase that part of his life and start him like a little younger, you know?
I mean, if I had to,
that would be interesting to see him not have that history.
Because
Cap
you know, Cap
anymore.
fought in wars and Logan fought in all of them
With him.
You know, so yeah, he's bound to have ran into Cap at some point on a couple of missions.
So
and
I'm wondering, is they gonna go back and do that, or are they gonna or are they just gonna start it anew? You know, like,
I feel
don't
like
know.
if they don't use Captain America as a person to tell the history of Logan, they probably use Bucky to be able, like, you know, just because Bucky and Cap are virtually the same character, you know.
Yeah, but Bucky wasn't that in the army.
No,
Cap was he was Captain America.
Yeah,
when they was in the army.
But I
You
feel
know what I'm
like
saying?
but Bucky and Wolverine, to me, not to say, like, you know, it's just like
They basically the same character though.
yeah, you know. So I feel like I would put them if they couldn't use Cap. Not saying they ain't got the rights to use Cap, but like, you know, everybody got Chris Evans and he might as Captain America. So if you had to do a flashback,
He'll be that for the rest of his life.
right? So it's like, are they gonna be if you can't get him to do the flashback, which
He's
will
going to
be,
do it.
I'm saying,
gonna
like,
do
if I would want them to, but if they didn't, you know, then I can see them using Bucky then too as a person that did a mission or two with Logan just to introduce the character separately from the X-Men, you know.
But supposedly a rumor is that fucking because like there was this was in a time when segregation and all this shit was going on in the army. So there's a story. I don't remember the guy's actual name, but there's a black guy they used the super soldier serum on as well. They were testing it on black people before it worked, and then for one guy it worked, and then they put it on Steve. So there was a black Captain America. So supposedly they're going to make a movie about that time period when they did that, and supposedly Chris Evans, that's his name, right? Chris Evans.
Yes.
Supposed to be reprising his role as Cap and all that shit. So if they do that, that would be mad fucking cool. I would love to see that, for them to go back and show that shit, and that'd be good place to throw Logan in.
And you know, it would also make sense if it would also make more sense for when Cap when they did the end game, by the end, when he gives the shield to Falcon, you know, because the Cap we gonna see in that time period when he's dealing with the black version of himself is gonna be the one that did the time jump.
But see, when he do the time jump, I don't think he went and did he be a superhero in that time?
That's
period?
what I'm saying.
Or did he not?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Did he go back and continue to fight?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
See?
Okay. He could have. So it could be a Cap still in the fucking water.
Yeah. No, it is. He's
not.
not.
Oh, shit. It's a Cap. In the time period he went to, It's a cap still in the fucking water.
That's why I was telling you, like, why it's so confusing how they telling time. Because in one time period, there's too many caps then.
Actually, hold the fuck up, bro. Actually, in that, with the multiverse, let's say it combined or however it do it crack and everything come together, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that universe you talking about that Cap went to and lived his life out. Remember, Hydra had infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if they still found his body, but then was like, and Hydra kept his body and still turned into Hydra, and then in that universe it got taken over, you know, because it do
the Hydra Captain America.
Yes,
damn, bro, then
that could be something they do, bro.
We need to put in applications.
Yeah. Hey, after this, we filing fucking applications, bro.
Yeah,
that's something they could do.
Yeah, that is.
Then Chris Evans could come back, but that's the evil Cap.
Yeah, that's the one. Because remember they did a little skit about it, and the when they was doing the time jump, when he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the scepter." Hell, Hydra.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. That's right." It's a version of Captain America who's actually secretly Hydra.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro, man. But like I said, I can't wait to see.
So you saw they just let him walk out that fucking room.
Yeah.
They didn't even know he.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
How the fuck he know?
This nigga knew,
he was from the future,
and he knew that. And it's worse when you know who to say it to, because it's like, how the fuck would Cap know to say that shit to me?
Yeah.
Unless he's really with us.
Yeah.
So I was like, he walked out that bitch smooth with a smile. Like, oh, these niggas dumb. I'm like, hey, damn.
Don't you think your leader would have told y'all he had Cap?
Yeah.
Control, you stupid motherfucker.
Stupid. Ain't you the top clearance, nigga? Oh shit, but that's honestly that sound lit. That sound lit. That little idea right there. Like having doing that so you can be able to tell a time period with a Hydra version of Cap. Because that's totally possible, because it's a Cap running around. You never know. This might because it's influenced time to work differently now. They gonna find Hydra. I mean, Hydra's gonna find Cap, and now and think about it.
Shield.
You got Captain America and the Winter Soldier. See what I'm saying?
And then they took over in that
because they got Bucky first.
Yeah, and they took over, went crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, it's all speculation.
Whole time he was there with Bucky when they killed Tony's parents.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just thinking,
they went and killed Tony.
Because I'm just like, if you go back in that time period, you just sat here and said to yourself, there's no way you can turn the other way when you see a situation going bad. Yeah. So that means you're going to be put in situations where you might have to be a hero, and are you going to walk away?
And that's how you do the evil Avengers right there.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, damn.
Evil Tony, evil Bruce, evil Widow, evil all of them.
Because all of them, even Tony went through a phase where he had to stop being a hero, but then eventually when he had to do it again, he didn't want to stop. And I'm like, Cap can go through the same thing. And if they do a movie or a TV show and Chris Evans while reprising his role, I can only imagine, like you going to have all of them back. I'm pretty sure it's going to start with Chris Evans and Peggy Carter. And, if not, I'm not where they were dancing in Endgame, but at a way later point. And then there's going to be a moment where whoever our Black Captain America is going to show up, young, youthful, not Asian.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe. But by the time we get to present day, he'll be old.
I mean, yeah, he'll be old. But I feel like
he had a son. I believe he had a son, and his son became a Captain America inspired character. That's not his name, but like I said, next episode I'll for sure have his name ready.
Yeah, because I feel like this is gonna push like more Black heroes now, because
Marvel has a lot of them.
Yeah,
as well.
with such success with Black Panther and how passionate people felt about Chadwick Boseman, like I just feel like, man, this is they see that all this is gold. We need these characters. Like fuck all this other shit. Like this is good. People gonna eat this up, but this right here is what they want to see. So I'm just like now, yeah, because to me, Black Panther was just a version of Captain America, you know, but a more natural one than a synthetic one.
To see their biggest, like Iron Man, as far as they movie franchises go, is their biggest fucking character, right? Mm-hmm. And to see the mantle being carried along through Rhodey and most importantly through Riri, that's gonna be so fucking cool to see. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, a black face gonna be under that shield when it come up, you know, that helmet, you know. And like I said, for me, I have to hear Tony's voice. Yeah, you know, that's the ultimate stamp on it, you know. So
I think I'm pretty sure that they're gonna do it. Like, you know, like so far Kevin Feige is doing what Stan Lee was doing to the comics to the TV screen.
For sure.
So I feel like, you know, I'm gonna trust it, you know, until I can't no more. Honestly, you know, until but honestly, right now
you get 2 misses with me.
I mean, yeah, I actually, depending on like, cause they do got a couple of movies. I'm just like, I can do without. Like, but so far they got more movies where I can watch continuously and consecutively. I'm waiting for it to be like the last 3 things you put out ain't finna make no sense. The story continuity, and it don't make no sense to the character. If I disagree with the last 3 things, I'm done. But I'm gonna appreciate everything all before that.
Yeah, but even cause I agree with you as far as like there's some movies I could do without, but even those movies, like I said, it's still good things about them. Yes, and you like, damn, I just wish this part was different. You know, the movie as a whole ain't bad. It just be certain plot points. You be like, damn, y'all should have went this way instead of that way.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, you know, sometimes it be the wrong vibe. It ain't the right atmosphere. It ain't the right setups.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta really, is this right? You sure? Let me ask somebody else. Hold on. Yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, so that's why I can honestly say, That's why I still trust them as far as like movies go.
I'm still looking forward.
Me no movie that I was like, yo, this shit is trash.
I'm really like, I'm so tempted to like when I saw the first Doctor Strange, like I was lit. I was really lit. Had to be, because they just doing all the CGI that they was going to be doing. I wanted it to look just as amazing as they wanted it to look to me. Yeah. And it did. All the magic and shit. I'm like, man, this shit look great. You know, this shit look really good. And I can't wait to see Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, just because I did a little research on Spider-Man with his shit with his multiverse travels, and I'm telling you, man, it's lit. I feel like I'm gonna do some more research, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. What's
crazy? Play out. I've been watching, before we get up out of here, I've been watching some fucking clips about, you know, from the Far From Home shit, and they say some shit about witches a couple times in Far From Home, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
yo, now it makes sense why dude saying, oh shit, witches is witches, you know, because
he mentions Salem.
Yeah, you feel me?
He mentions it,
and that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm like, oh shit, so this whole time
they've been leaving the clues about Wanda gonna be making. And I was wondering why this man, you know, like at first it was funny, and then like I'm just like, man, this is
Far From Home is like how many weeks after Tony's death?
I think it's 3 weeks.
Like, right. So Far From Home is technically going on at the beginning of her whole little shit.
Yeah, their shit happening simultaneously.
Yeah,
because Wanda, it
took place Wanda, 3 weeks after Endgame.
Because Wanda, Wanda, because not Wanda. I keep saying fucking Wanda. Monica.
Yeah, Monica
came back to work for SWORD 3 weeks after the snap.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, so that means. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do an episode about that in the meantime.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Here's
Nah. We gonna say it. No. Time.
All right, then cut the shit, because I gotta tell you then.
All right, man. We gonna get up out of here. All right, man. We gonna say this for y'all. We gonna say this little conversation. We gonna say this shit for y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in to Highly Animated. Subscribe everywhere you can find this, YouTube and everywhere podcasts are at. Twan and your boy Chino. All right. Boy.